2 computers, 1 desk, and 0 cables visible. Here's my Mac PC hybrid setup and how I keep it functional and elegant. So here's the truth. My old desk setup, it wasn't working. My table was long but shallow, cluttered cables everywhere, with a drawer on one side, the PC speakers, and a whole bunch of cables lying on the floor. Even with the IKEA cable organizer, things were a mess. And to top it off, with every new piece of gear, things got even worse. Like many of you, I too have to use a Mac and a PC. I use a custom-built PC for my research business and an M4 MacBook Pro for my photography and filmmaking business. I wanted my desk to be just 3 things: super functional, look good, and finally, be clean, meaning no cables or clutter. In short, I wanted a place for everything and everything in its place. Like every new project, I started this in Milanote. I shared the project with the team of ODD, my good friends at Office of Design and Development here in Ahmedabad, Bhanu Sharma leading the way. Together we came up with ideas, designs, and found solutions to the problems. I owe them a huge thanks for assembling the right team to bring this build to life. First, we painted the walls black and swapped the white switchboards with black ones. I did not want another cheap IKEA tabletop, so the foundation of this table is a 30mm thick teak wood tabletop, 220 centimeters by 80 centimeters deep, sanded and stained with tel pani, which is an Indian traditional technique of staining with oil, in this case linseed oil and some turpentine, for that deep, natural matte finish. Bhanu suggested this finish because you can simply sand and restain it the next year for a different or renewed look. This is not something easily done with PU or other finishes. If I end up scratching the table, I just have to resand and stain and it'll be as good as new. Oh, and the teak wood looks damn good with this finish. A large slab such as this of teak is not available, so we got a factory to make this with thin slabs of teak all joined together and then planed to the right thickness. The legs are custom fabricated 2x2-inch MS steel powder coated in black with a removable PC holder built in so that I can change the position higher or lower. The fabrication was done by our good friend Siddharth from K1 Industries, who likes to do new and interesting projects. The PC holder kept my PC neatly off the ground and tucked away to the side. For the monitor stand, I really like the look of the Balolo cockpit, and they have done a great job at designing this monitor riser that looks fantastic and is also functional. But instead of buying a Balolo cockpit all the way from Germany, we built our own custom monitor riser inspired by the Balolo, out of high quality Club 700 plywood, finished with veneer and stained similarly to match the desk. This was cut using a CNC machine to get that perfect edge. It has heavy-duty metal trays, a laptop and a phone holder designed by ODD and also fabricated by K1 Industries. I filled in the trays with 3D printed drawers, finished with the same veneer from the riser, and I used them for my memory cards, SSDs and accessories. I also 3D printed a custom holder for my OWC CF Express card reader, a Pro-grade CFast SD card reader, and a slot for my SanDisk SSDs with Thunderbolt 4 cables, tucked away right behind them. Even the little details like the MacBook Pro holder, the custom MagSafe charger, and the Ultra-Human ring charger slot were designed to keep everything exactly where I need it. All of this is mounted similar to Balolo with screw inserts and M5 screws. On either side, I'm rocking the Yamaha HS5 speakers raised to ear level, connected through a Scarlett 2x2 Gen 4 audio interface. For input, I'm using the amazing Logitech MX keys and the MX Master 3. One button switches me from my Mac to PC instantly. I use the unifying dongle for the PC and a Bluetooth connection for the Mac, and switch them using the switchers 1 and 2 on the keyboard. To run this smoothly, you need to install the Logi Options Plus app on both computers and set it up. I realized that using the dongle alone with the KVM switch was causing issues, hence the dongle and the Bluetooth split. After years of editing on a Wacom, I switched to SenseLabs tablet a couple of years ago and love it. It's wireless and lasts forever. I also have the quick keys from SenseLabs for shortcuts within apps like Photoshop, Lightroom, and DaVinci. I 3D printed a pen holder along with a holder for the quick keys because SenseLab doesn't provide this like Wacom, but you get a whole lot of other accessories with the SenseLabs. At the heart of it all is a KVM switch that lets me flip my entire desk, audio, tablet, keyboard, mouse from Mac to PC seamlessly. The switch is neatly tucked away under the riser with nano double-sided tape. For visuals, I'm running a dual monitor setup, a 32-inch Asus ProArt HDR monitor, and a Dell 24-inch Ultra Studio, both with Medialight MK2 bias lighting so that I can color grade in darkness. This is the way. At the time of planning my setup, there were no Thunderbolt 5 kVm switches available, so I am using hubs. I connect a USB-C hub to the PC and then a cable from that to the kVm switch. 2 HDMI cables from the PC go to each monitor, whereas on the Mac side, I have one cable connected to Thunderbolt 5 output and connected to the new Caldigit Element 5 hub. The Element 5 allows me to connect 3 Thunderbolt outputs, 2 of them connecting to the monitors via a USB-C and a DP cable, and a third to my Blackmagic 4K Ultra Studio Mini. And that via an HDMI connects back into my Asus monitor for a clean feed when color grading. A USB cable from the Caldigit connects to the kVm switch. Another USB 3 cable connects to the Ugreen USB-C hub, which in line then connects to my card readers, and 2 extra USB-C cables which were hidden inside the monitorizer for the SSDs. The dongle connects the PC to the keyboard. The kVm switch then connects accessories like the Sense Labs, the webcam, and also a line going into the Scarlett, which connects to my HS5 speakers. I have a couple of extra power strips under the table to connect to the MagSafe, my ring charger, an extra USB charger which is the hidden one, and to power the speakers and also the Scarlett. I switch between all of this by just pressing a couple of buttons. When I color grade in DaVinci Resolve, the ProArt becomes my calibrated Rec 709 reference monitor simply by changing the input of my monitor, and I use the Dell as the DaVinci graphic interface. When I'm done with my grading, I turn off the Ultra Studio, which is connected via a Philips Whiz socket connected to my Home Assistant smart system, and the monitor switches back to the USB input from Windows. Now that's a lot of gear, but where are all the cables? The real magic is under the desk. Every hub power strip cable is mounted out of sight using custom 3D printed underwear tile system based off the multi-board system. It was several hours of printing and just staring at the underside of my desk trying to figure out the layout for the cables and devices. It's like a complex spaghetti junction and it'll take time to figure it out. Let me know in the comments below and I'll make a separate video about how I created this and what I used for it. So that's how I hid every single cable. I even hid a charging cable for the keyboard, mouse, tablet, my headphones with a magnetic mount under the tray. I just pull them out and charge whatever I need when needed. On the side wall, I mounted a 3D printed pegboard to hold my Blackmagic control panels, some accessories, and my Xbox controller. I also installed floating shelves on the wall made from the leftover teak slab for plants and books and my cameras, and add a little warmth and tech inside the room. My Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphone sits nearby on a simple wooden stand. I also got a black oak billy bookcase to replace the two drawer chests that I had in the office earlier, and this hides away all the stuff I don't need every day. So that's the beauty of this desk. Everything has its place and nothing is cluttered. I know it's not a sit-stand desk, but for me it's the ultimate setup. I also made a slightly smaller version of this for my wife, which she uses when she's working from home. Now let's look at how much this actually cost me. The teak wood tabletop cost me roughly rupees 26,000, which is about $300. The metal legs cost me 6,750, which is about $75. My monitor riser cost me about 3,200 in total, which is about $35. And the metal fabrication for my drawers, the MagSafe, and the ring cost me roughly 4,000, which is $45. All the 3D printed material cost me roughly 5,000 rupees, which is about $56. So the grand total comes to rupees 45,100, which is about $507 US. For a fabulous teakwood table that is going to outlast my lifetime and probably my son's. This is the best cable management system that I've ever done or found anywhere, with a lot of accessories and little knickknacks here and there. If you're like me and enjoy photography, filmmaking, and building stuff, hit that subscribe button below and check out this video of another DIY project. Well, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.